So what is this show called? The Most Hated.
No.
The Most Hated. Take one.
Whatchamacallit? No, this movie Snobs. This is movie Snobs. All right. So here we are today. We're doing the review for Black Panther. Spoiler review. And we're going to be talking about the pros and cons and where we think this thing is going to go from here and talk about some of the marketing. And I know you had mentioned...
So the initial question I want to ask you guys, I thought was pretty interesting, is the rating system. I want to start off with Keenan.
Let's talk about Keenan's rating system.
Let's talk about Keenan's
my
rating
system is pretty simple.
Well, let's get a rating. 1 out of 10.
I give it an 8.
1 out of 10?
10 only because I can't do 100.
Dope. So obviously the most interesting one is Keenan. Why are we giving Black Panther an 8?
I feel like, man, we starting off on the wrong foot, man, because there's a lot.
We have to put you in an adversarial position.
I know. There's a lot to like about the movie, but since we're asking why I gave it the 8, my two biggest discrepancies with the movie is there's not enough Killmonger. I love Killmonger. I love Michael B. Jordan in there. Just wasn't enough of him in there for me. You know, I wanted more of that.
That's enough for an 8, though?
Well, I mean, and then the second thing I'm going to get on is they killed off Claw. I felt like Claw was hooping.
That led to you giving this movie a bad rating?
Now, 8 is not a bad rating. 8 is above average. 8 is like a B minus a B. That's
8
a B.
is a
That's a B.
That's a
You know what I'm saying? The claw part really, okay, it wasn't really anywhere for his character to keep going. That's not really why I'm mad. And the thing with me is I got on Guardians of the Galaxy for the same thing. They killed off a villain, and I really didn't feel like it was necessary. Like, when they killed off Ronan, I didn't feel like that was necessary. I like Ronan. I feel like he's a slept-on Marvel villain. I feel like Ronan could have possibly came and helped out in the Infinity War. You know what I mean?
Most, can we get a retort on the 8?
I felt like the 8 is it's a ridiculous score to me. I understand the first part as far as Killmonger dying too early or even dying at all. You know, quite possibly it would have been a better story that would have made it, you know, even better for me. Mm-hmm. But the second part, I feel like the Claw's death was crucial. In this movie. That was one of the biggest symbols to me. Right. You know what I mean? That was Killmonger's key to get back home.
I mean, that was cool because they used Claw's death as a plot device, and I like that. That's how Homeboy got his way back into Wakanda. He had to kill Claw to prove, hey, I'm with it or whatever. You know, that was cool, and I like that. But another complaint I had about the movie was just kind of like, well, like I said, they're killing off villains and stuff like that. I just didn't want Killmonger to die at the end, man. Just because I felt Killmonger so hard, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, yo, you just saved this dude who just got shot in the spine. And like, they could have easily saved Killmonger. This motherfucker got stabbed all the way down at the bottom, and they took a fucking elevator ride all the way up to the top.
I feel like he had to die. They intentionally made him villainous, like he was beating up women and killing this girl. Savage. Can you kind of speak to as far as the mentality of black people being split between Black Panther obviously being on one side of the spectrum, being more idealistic and incorporating everybody, where Killmonger he definitely was kind of a product of the African American experience and just the parallel of African Americans being the cousins of Africans. Can you kind of speak to that?
I really kind of felt that was his whole role in this movie as that lost or forgotten cousin. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we feel like, or you've always heard that, hey, Africans don't, accept us. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Or, or something to that nature, like, why didn't they come back type of stuff. Or, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. So I felt like his role was so crucial to the connection that I had,
I felt like it was that was a great point you brought up. It was a lot of symbolism in there with that, and it kind of dissects the relationship between African Americans and Africans. You know what I'm saying? how, you know, he's just like, man, I've been living through all this shit and y'all been living all good and shit like that. I like that. Another complaint I had about the movie, and this is a minor complaint, and I think all that up together led to the 2 points I took off, but I didn't get to see enough of Killmonger's reign. You know what I'm saying? That was one thing in Dark Knight Rises when Bane fucked that nigga up. He, you know what I'm saying, he had to go to the hole and had to learn how to breathe. Now, I thought him healing up in like 2 months was ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? But you got to see the effects of Bane's rule. You know what I'm saying?
And see, that was kind of the point I wanted to make too, is that, you know, obviously this is a Disney movie, it's a child-friendly movie, and I think they wanted to limit that mentality, which is I think a lot of people have in America, and they prefer it's almost the Martin Luther King to Malcolm X kind of thing.
I mean, I don't know if it might scare some white people, but I'm pretty sure every black man has probably felt like Killmonger at some fucking point. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, every black person has probably felt like Killmonger. I felt Killmonger. That's why I liked him as a character so much. Now, his means, I don't know if I would have been down for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, his means, to me, you know what I'm saying, not a great plan. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna give a whole bunch of Wakandan weapons to niggas in the hood, like, you know, I feel like the first thing they're gonna try to do is start murking each other, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, his means were, I guess they were kind of questionable means, I guess you want to say, but hey, that depends on what kind of outcome, you know, you're looking for, whether or not you need drastic means like that.
Right.
And I guess in his eyes, from what he's seen,
Experience,
you know, that's what was necessary.